Hey guys, so this is my 2011 3.8 liter Hyundai Genesis Coupe track version, and today I'll be giving you a full in-depth detailed tour of all my opinions on this car, how good it is, how bad it is, drivability, and to see if you should buy it yourself. I actually do have it up for sale, so I just wanted to let you guys know that this will be the full in-depth tour review on the 2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 liter V6 track version. So I picked up this car back in 2016 when I had first wrecked my dream car, which is a Subaru Impreza WRX. I had actually did a full swap for the interior to a 2003 what was it? Can't think. It was a 2003 JDM version of the STI Bug-Eye. So I did a full interior swap. That was my dream car, and I wrecked it because I fell asleep at the wheel. And if you know anybody who gets sleepy, just reach out to them and just let them know that it's okay to tell somebody you don't want to be in that position to fall asleep at the wheel, because it's not a fun experience. And then after I had wrecked the Subaru, I had a 2001 Honda Accord, and I hated that car to the death of me. Like, I hated that car. And coincidentally, as I was driving to work one day, all of a sudden I feel a car ram into the back of me. It was a girl. She was on the way to high school, and she was on her phone, and we were all just sitting behind a bus, and she just rammed into the back of me, which pretty much totaled the Honda. And here now, about 2 years later, with the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, and today just gonna be doing a review again. So that's how I acquired this car. I had first looked it up online. I had saw it, and I was just like, that immediately has to be mine. And I realized later on that it was because of the color scheme of the car. The color scheme of the car reminded me so much of my Subaru, because the Subaru was silver and it had teal rims when I fully finished it. Just had to go get it. I didn't care about the price or anything like that. So I picked up the car for about $18,000, and it was at Westgate Motors in Raleigh. And yeah, so I just fell in love with it. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but that just happened. Oh man, on the way here. So the car comes with 19-inch rims. It came with 19-inch rims. These are Varrstoens. As you can tell, Varrstoens. These things are really, really dope. Really special. Coming around to the back side, it comes how the previous owner did. He deleted the badge, so he took the badges off and he put in a new all black Genesis Coupe badge, which looks really nice. Really nice. He had changed the rear lights, the rear tail lights, and then he actually had the car, when he had the car, he had tents up there, but the factory, well, not the factory, the dealership actually took off the tents. The tents used to be, I think he said 30 in the front and 20 all around, other than the windshield. Now let's speak about the bad of this car. So when you're driving the car, it actually feels like it has a very long front, and it makes it pretty difficult for you to turn. And what I found is that, possibly because I'm a newer driver of a rear-wheel drive car, but I scrape the crap out of these rims all the time, and I've been needing to get to a shop to repair them. So the turning capabilities of this car really suck. This car is so unforgiving when you go over bumps that you can feel every single bump, hump, little ding in the road. Unless it is a fully black blacktop, you're going to feel every single kind of bump, and it is lowered on BC Racing coils. It's probably lowered about 2 to 3 inches lower than stock height. And it did come with these really neat, if you can see that little circle around, those are XK Glow halo lights, which change with your phone on their app, so it changes colors. When I first got in the car, it was already pre-tuned to match the wheels, which was a really cool feature. But later on down the road, that because it was a customized part, the glue had pretty much disintegrated and it came to this right here. This has happened and I have not been able to go in and fix it. This really sucks, especially when people come around saying, hey, you know something's wrong with your headlamp? And I'm like, yes, I do. Does it work? Yes, it does. Those lights still work. All it needs is just for it to be glued right back on top. So that's just going on the outside feature. And then if you are driving anywhere in this car, you will bring so much attention to yourself. You are going to just fall in love with all the girls, all the guys, anybody saying you have a really nice car. But when you're just cruising and your car sounds fast and looks fast and actually is fast, but you're going slow, that you will acquire tickets any day of the week.
License and registration, please.
So the interior is all black leather interior, which is really nice. This will be the car that when you step into it, when you first step into it, you think you are in the low-end luxury style. The front seats, they feel like you are going to be in a nice fun ride that's going to have you like not move anywhere. I wish I could use better words, but this is my first review, guys. The seats like hug you. They hug you in a sense that you're not going to go anywhere, but you have to wear the right material. If you don't wear the right material like I have on right now, I have on an Express polo and it's cotton. And I feel like I can slide everywhere, but as soon as you put the seatbelt on, it feels so much more secure. You can really tell by these features in the seats right here. This flap, make sure that you're not going to go anywhere, because once you're in here, you're kind of stuck. So the track version of the car actually comes with a moonroof or a sunroof. This thing works amazing. So if you're going around cruising and you want to go and take trips,
Push club, push club, push club, push club.
this is going to be the car. But on the flip side, this is not going to be the car if you want to take a long hour drive with your girlfriend and we're both flip-flopping headaches to one another. This is not the car, because when you first start this thing up, it's a selling point. The previous owner, he made this car his, and he made it so that anybody else who would buy it, they will fall in love with it. So let's go ahead and go to the clip of the startup. So some of the features that the car comes with is that it has a touchscreen display that controls both the music systems, the entertainment system,
You got it all wrong, little fella.
and the air conditioning. So it's really nice to have that feature, especially in a track version of a car. As the features all on the steering wheel as well. This will be your cruise control right here if you want to speak, right over here if you want to make a call, and then if you want to change the mode, such as the AM, FM, XM radio, CD, aux, or just you want to do a regular setup, you would change it with the mode button. Right here is if you have it on the aux, or if you just want to change the channel, you can do it all from the luxury of your steering wheel. And of course, this is the volume up and down. It comes with these really neat. When I first bought this car, it has paddle shifters. I was not expecting this car to have paddle shifters at all. And of course you can see the dash, it speaks modern. It speaks like I'm just going to be chilling and I'm not going to try to bring any attention. But of course, the outside of the car does bring plenty of attention. And then right down here, it comes into the traction control. If you ever want to do any serious crazy driving like I'll be doing later on in the video, you want to take that off, because if you don't, it will cut your RPMs down like no tomorrow and you're not going to be able to do anything. So it does have select shift all the way down, 6-speed, and when I go into select shift, I actually only use the paddle shifts, because this just doesn't make me feel like I'm really doing anything, and the paddle shifts, I feel like they react and they respond a lot quicker. And right now it's actually about to start raining, so it's the perfect time to go on the cruise, go on the drive, and let y'all see how it feels. I beat the rain. This part of the video is going to be me taking the drive right now. It's actually raining and I'm going to be having the AC blow, because I don't know if you could tell throughout the whole entire time that I was recording this video, it was getting hotter and hotter by the second, and it's it's not the best car to drive around in if it's hot outside. If it's hot outside, it's not the best car. We out. It's not as loud as you think it would be from the outside.
Why you always lying?
From the outside, when you're listening, when you hear this car, you would think that it is extremely loud on the inside, but it's not. It's well insulated. You can hardly hear the outside, but you can damn sure hear the exhaust on this car. The previous owner, he installed an X pipe with, I think it was a 3.5 twin pipes on the side. The next bad thing about this car is that this is heat sensitive. The screen display is heat sensitive. Nobody told me it was, and I realized that when the first winter came about and it started doing this glitchy thing. So if it's cold outside, this screen will start doing this and it'll go back to the regular screen, but it will take some time. It will take some time for the car to warm up. Anybody else out there have that same problem with the Genesis? Anybody, let me know, and let me know what solutions you have. It has this really cool feature, this really cool meter, which can tell your torque and your instant miles per gallon. Now, of course, when you're driving and you let off the gas, the miles per gallon is going to go up, because it's basically saying that you're cruising. But as soon as you put your foot up there, it will jump down. And I really love that feature, because it tells me, should I slow down, should I speed up, or do I have enough gas in my car right now to have a little fun. And then the torque, I'm not really sure if the torque is all that accurate, because I haven't tested it myself, I haven't brought it to a shop myself, but just looking and just researching on the car itself, I do believe it's accurate, but I'm pretty sure it's thrown off because of the aftermarket parts that it has on it. You do not need to drive any kind of city road whatsoever in this car. If you drive any city road, you're going to hate your life and you're going to hate this car. The car doesn't like you. You see all that, you feel all that. These are just small bumps. Now, the car hates the road and the road hates the car. Oh my God. BC Racing coilovers. You're probably going to have to wrap this car in some really soft tires to absorb the shock that the coils don't catch. Like this, it's not a very nice car. But if you're on a leveled road, man, it is so peaceful. Other than the sound, the sound can be sometimes deaf-toning, if that's a word. You have to ask people to constantly speak up, because it is that low and that loud at the same time. You do not want to drive this car around a quiet neighborhood. It sounds really good. It's not obnoxious, but if you forget that you're in a quiet neighborhood and you start driving like you have no sense, people will come outside and cuss you out. Man, they will cuss you out. They're like, yo, cut your car off, dude, blase blah this, blase blah that. This car isn't your best friend. This car is the race car driver's best friend. It is a car that if you drive a fast car, an already fast car, you're going to fall in love with it. But if you do not like fast cars, do not get this car either in a stock version or in a modified version. She will run you so crazy. She has a whole lot of booty. Parallel parking will not work for you because of these rims. The rims, oh my god, they look so good, but they are so flipping big. So I'm out now. I just changed into my workout wear. I'm about to go work out. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched the video. Thank you to Clint. He was the previous owner of the Genesis, and he actually owns a new car. He owns the Rival. He owns a, I forgot what year it was, but it's a Mustang. It's an orange Mustang. And Clint, when you're watching this, I'm calling you out. That's right. I want to drive your car, and anybody out there who has a Honda that's modified and you love your Honda, I want to do a review on your Honda. If you have a Subaru, please let me do a review on your Subaru. I will treat it just like it is yours. You and I, we have that Subaru connection, and I'm really thinking about looking and finding another Subaru. So thank you everybody again for watching this video. See y'all later. Love y'all. Bye bye.
Good.
I was trying to see if they caught that bitch spinning.